Today's the 23rd of January, 2024. February, sorry, 23rd of February, 2024. Let's figure out what we're gonna do in Minecraft. Guess. Get some more glass. You know what? With the chisel and bits mod, I can do glass panes that are actually flush with the wall instead of in the middle, so the cobblestone can't get caught. I'll be very impressed if it actually works like that. Let's try it out. Glass panes that are flush with the wall. You heard it here first. You're about to see it here first, ladies and gents. How thick can it be? That's about normal. Oh, that's perfect. So now we'll just copy and paste that 150 times. Alright. What? Oh shit. There's got to be a more effective way to do this. Clear my inventory. Talk about that in a sec, guys. Chill out. I'll get there. Okay. I suppose I'll just do a stack of these. Right, a stack of these papers. Yeah, so today woke up at 8:30. No. 7th. No, wait, what was it? I think it was 8. I think it was 8 o'clock. I was supposed to wake up at 7:30, but I woke up at 8, so I kind of rushed my routine a little bit. And finally went to morning training. I had quite a difficult time falling asleep again last night. I don't really know why I had a difficult time falling asleep, because I didn't take any modafinil. So it was a little bit. I mean, well, I did wake up pretty late yesterday, and I was trying to go to sleep quite early, so that's probably why. Eventually, I finally got to sleep after about an hour and a half in bed. You know, most nights I put my phone on and I listen to a podcast, and I set this on Spotify. There's a great feature where you can have a timer where it will turn off, and usually it's 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. Recently I've been setting it to 30 minutes because I've had a harder time sleeping recently, probably because I haven't been training as much. And with that timer, I've been, you know, the podcast turns off whilst I'm still awake, and that is always a bad sign. Usually, I'm always passed out before it goes off, so when it goes off and I'm awake, I'm like, fuck. Usually, when it turns off when I'm awake, it turns off a few more times when I'm awake, not just the once. It's quite frustrating. And not being able to fall asleep is the weirdest thing, because the more pissed off you are that you can't fall asleep, the harder it will be to fall asleep. So you need to be like fucking chill. You need to meditate or some shit. But yeah. Eventually, oh my god, we're gonna need a lot of glass, I think. Right, where's the real glass? Medium. Right, here we go. All of this is going. This is all getting chopped. Oh wait, I'm not gonna have enough room, am I? Do I need stone bricks? I'll keep that, see if there's anything else to throw away. Oh, there's loads of stone brick chisels. Yeah, I don't need that much. Chuck it away. Okay. Yeah, today my neck's been feeling really weird. Well, it wasn't just today, to be honest. I mean, actually, I suppose it was. I fucked up my back today in training. I went back too hard. Did some silly stuff, some silly movements that I shouldn't really have done. And my back was, I had a shooting pain in my back after I finished a round today. So anyway, I should say, yeah, so the gym was alright. Got to the gym. Got to the gym. How am I going to do this bit? Right, I'll leave that for later. I love that. It looks so confusing. It looks like something you'd see on like a Gary's Mod recreation, like a Gary's Mod map of Minecraft when the blocks shit don't really line up. I love that. Always confused the shit out of me when I was a kid playing Trouble in Terrorist Town. That the doors and stuff didn't in line with the windows. It didn't look like regular blocks, but love it. Anyway, oh my god. So yeah, oh my god, that's way too much. Okay. I suppose I'll use this glass for somewhere else. Fuck. I'm having a hard time here. Just cover it up like this. And just put fucking trapdoors there later. Whatever. Simple. Don't need to access that area. Figure all this out later. I suppose I'll do the details later. Let's build the actual bones of the structure first. I need to go to sleep first, so I don't get fucking phantoms. The worst addition to the game by far. Yeah, so the train was all good. I had a hard time. I basically just Instagrammed the whole way there, and I told myself, alright, you know what? I have a book in my bag, Influence, how to not win friends and influence people. That's a different book. The Power of Influence, basically, by Robert Cialdini. And I said I've already read it once, but I want to reread it. And I'm like, yeah, I need to read more. This is stupid. I'm just on my phone. This is fucking stupid. So on the way back, I did do a little bit of reading, but I found it extremely hard to focus, and it also made me very tired because I hadn't had much sleep. But yeah, anyway, I skipped training. So training was like an open mat, and I put the headgear on, and I was very, very, very happy with the headgear. Whenever I'd seen people wear headgear, I'd sort of just imagined that it would be shit. I could see it just being knocked and turning everything worse, making things even worse. But I'm happy to say I was wrong. The headgear is really good. There's a few times where I have to like do little micro adjustments to it mid-roll, but it's almost I'll just do that. I do that without really thinking about it. It really is fantastic, and I can basically train like normal again. There wasn't one time I was hit, and then the cup knocked my ear and hurt me. That's what I was worried about. What I was worried about was essentially this fucking ear guard making my ear just a bigger target. But no, I'm very, very happy with how it works, and I wish I just got one sooner. So yeah, I'm pretty prepared now. I've got obviously the ear defenders. Oh, he died. What a bitch. I've got the ear defenders, and I've got the syringes. If I do get knocked, the ear magnets are on their way. So I've got the full fucking kit, guys. So yeah, you know, the first time I got cauliflower ear, I probably dealt with, every time I was given two options, I basically chose the wrong one every time, so I was out for a long time. I missed out some big competitions, and you know, that's what I get. I won't make those mistakes again, I guarantee that. Unfortunately, I am the kind of guy that makes the same mistake twice, and I have done many times in many like working situations, and I suppose gaming as well. Many times when I played Valorant, lots. I used to play lots of Valorant in like 2020, 2021, 2022. I would make the same mistake all the time, trying to defend a certain way, trying to attack a certain way, trying to pick a corner a certain way. I've never really been one to learn from my mistakes, embarrassingly, I have to admit now. But this one I will not make again. The second the ear blows up, I'm going to be syringing it, compressing it. Maybe, I'm not sure what I can do to prevent it other than showering and washing it to not get infected. You can't just buy antibiotics, you need to have them prescribed. But yeah, we'll see. I need more wood, don't I, for all these chests? Let's do that now. But yeah, so I mean, rolling was good. It was a bit of a funny mix of people. It's not like weren't my favourite people to roll with there. There's one guy who I enjoy rolls with, and I did quite well. And you know, it's funny. I can't speak for everyone, but I mean, I can't be the only one. It's like I personally, in terms of enjoyment, and yes, I'm aware that enjoyment doesn't necessarily mean the fastest way to improve, but strictly enjoyment, I enjoy being in an open mat of guys similar skill, maybe slightly higher, but I can still catch them if I really try, and slightly lower. I like that kind of equal, slightly higher, slightly lower. People that are way higher or way lower, I just don't like rolling. Or the people that are slightly higher than me, but they always fucking tap me. Well, I suppose they were slightly higher than me. You know, it was one of those days when there's only a few people in my same similar level, and the rest were either noobs or fucking black belts. And I was like, damn. I mean, obviously, it's a blessing to have so many black belts around in my gym, but it isn't always fun to roll them. And yes, I'm aware it's not all about fun because I'm a competitor. I'm not a hobbyist. But yeah, I was just saying. I looked at the room and I was like, oh fuck. I just wanted to see some of my good friends and have some good rolls. I did have some, but I could have had more. Um, Instead, I was just getting fucked about. But yeah, the ear defenders don't seem to bother anyone. They didn't bother me, so I'm very happy, and I'll be going back to training tomorrow with those on. I'm so happy with them. The only thing now, I'm not sure how to wash them. I think if I put them in the washing machine, the Velcro is going to get really shitty. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Also, I got paid today. My pay slip came in. I was very surprised, actually. A few weeks ago, I got a pay slip of like £130. And I was like, oh shit, that's a bit. I mean, I didn't work that was when I was in hospital and all that, and I missed like an entire week because I was in hospital. And then the day I did work, I don't think it was that long and something. So I was like, oh, that's a bit shit. But I think I worked 6 days over this broad in the restaurant over 2 weeks, and I got fucking £500. I was like, wow. And it's crazy when you're enjoying work. Because as I've said before, I would work at this place for free when I've fucking fallen in love with this waitress. I would work there for free when she's working there, and I just forget that I'm working when she's there. And then I just see £500 in my bank account. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, it makes me feel slightly better about some of the purchases that I've done for my ear, which are fucking expensive. So it makes me feel better about those. Also makes me feel better about paying this fucking guy. And I've come to a realization. I'm like, you know what? The other day when I sent 3 letters, that was great. This guy found the land. He seems to be a little bit pissed off. He keeps telling me that it takes him ages to find the land. So that's how I know that he's doing it properly, because it does take a while. I might message him like, listen, man, I want to pay you to find 20 plots every month. How much do you want? And then try and negotiate. Maybe he gives me a reasonable price. I don't even need to negotiate. But I'll get that. So, because the reason why I say 20 is because, well, number one, it's slightly easier for him to digest. Number two, I have 20 searches on the software that I use, 20 tokens a month. And, well, those are the only 2 reasons why I'm suggesting 20. And if I do the maths of that, plus the software, plus paying him, plus letters, plus stamps, and I suppose if I really want to be detailed, plus printing costs and ink, then I can figure out how much it will take to continue this process and shoot out roughly 20 letters a month. And eventually, someone has to buy it. Someone has to buy it. And I can do this quite passively, because all this guy's doing is finding the land. I'm doing some research, which I actually quite enjoy. That definitely isn't passive, I take it back. The research is not fucking passive, it's actually pretty detailed. But once I do it over and over again, I can get it down to a T, and I know exactly the orders, and I could probably do it whilst watching YouTube on the side. I still do it whilst watching YouTube on the side, but it does fuck my focus, because sometimes it's the first time I've been doing this, but or that certain kind of search technique. But yeah, so I thought, you know what, if I break this down, I get it down to a science, we can just play the consistent game, continue sending 20 letters out per month, maybe even more. If I keep making more money at the restaurant or personal training, then I can employ another one of these guys and pay for more searches on the software that I use and send out more. I can basically scale that. But the only problem with scaling it is that if I'm not making any fucking money from it, scaling it doesn't make too much sense. But at the same time, I realise what a low kind of percentage replies from cold letters are. So I might need to do more than 20 a month to expect anything. But I have a decent... I think I've sent about maybe 50 letters to unique people. And this is also including... I think with land, it's about... I think it's just about 30. I used to do houses as well, but those houses were already on Rightmove. It was a different idea. I don't think it was that good. And... yes, I've sent about 30 land letters, and I think I've had... Off the top of my head, 3. Off the top of my head, 3 replies. There might actually be more. So I've got the one guy that called me, 2 guys that called me, the one dude that fucking sent an email. I think that's it. Definitely 3, maybe more. So that's a 10% response rate. That's fantastic. If I can keep that response rate, and I send 20 letters every month, and I get 2 possible clients every month, that's fucking out. That's super. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, maybe that's maybe I've been extremely lucky so far. I did actually take the time. It was Friday today. I've always been telling myself I'm going to do cold calls on Friday because everybody's in a good mood on Friday. Maybe that's true, but I didn't have much luck. I called the one posh fucker that has... it was weird because when I found this certain piece of land a long time ago now, it was addressed to one person with one name, and then I got an email from somebody with a completely different name. So I was like, who the fuck is this? So obviously this must be an associate or something of the landowner. This person is also in property and they build houses for a living. So I'm like, oh, I'm trying to buy a plot of land from somebody who builds houses. So maybe he's just going to use it. And at the time of when this person sent me this email, which was just late last year, I wasn't really going for referrals anymore. I more wanted to buy myself and then just sell myself. But of course that means I can only limit myself to much cheaper plots of land. And when this guy asked me for an offer, I offered him £10,000, which was just downright insulting. The plots I've seen have literally been bought for £10,000, but yeah, they were admittedly completely different plots. And I called this guy today. I spoke to my dad a few weeks ago because I was going to call this guy a few weeks ago, but he didn't pick up the phone. And I spoke to my dad a few weeks ago. I said, should I mention that I've offered on it before? Because he didn't even reply to the email. And I was like, oh, he's probably forgot now. So this was about fucking, oh my god, this was about 7 weeks ago that I sent that email. And I said, I called this guy and he picked up, hello. So, oh my, it's definitely this fucker. It's definitely not somebody from his office. It's definitely him. I didn't even need to ask. And I said, hi. I said my name. I said, I'm calling you about this plot of land again. And then he cut me off and he's like, yeah, sorry. If you offered me £750,000, we might be able to talk. And I was like, first of all, in my head, I was like, yes, I know my offer was pretty shit. I know that. But £750,000, that's not far off what the fucking neighbouring property costs. And this is just a plot of land with no fucking building on it. In fact, it's got fucking old garages that you have to go through the trouble of demolishing. £750,000 is ridiculous, in my opinion. And I admit, unqualified opinion, I'm not a valuer. But just through basic common knowledge, I would say that's fucking ridiculous. And if you wanted to auction that off at 750k, it's very unlikely that would be. I mean, he definitely would not be guided at that. That's for sure. I mean, then I can't say that for sure, but I'm pretty fucking confident. But yeah, so he was pretty pissed off from the second he picked up the phone, and I ended up. So I was following my template that I'd written with my dad's friend, and one of the questions is, "Are you planning on using this land?" And usually, the answer's going to be no. My name's fucking Carol. My husband passed this plot of land to me when I died. I don't know what the fuck to do with it. But in this case, he's a fucking property developer and he says yes. I'm like, okay. Usually that's an extremely rare answer, but on my first call, it's the answer. So what am I going to do? Cry? No. Whatever. Thanks, sir. Speak to you another time. You know, I'm gonna keep my eye on it, and I have the title number and everything. So every month or so, I can search and see if he's applied to demolish the garages or build something, and if he doesn't, you know, maybe 6 months I'll give him another call. Maybe I'll send him some fucking chocolates saying, sorry for that shit offer, mate, you know. Let me help you get this off. You know, yeah, I don't know. But for now, it's a no. And it disheartened me a little bit. I was like, shit. I mean, obviously you can't expect success on every call, but rejection is not nice. I don't need to tell you that. You know that. Rejection sucks. But it's all part of it. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Continue. Let's move. So I continued moving. I called one of the plots, which was a big developer firm. A lady receptionist picked up. That's the problem, you know, when you get these receptionists picking up, I get it. I've had jobs when I've been working on phones, and you're just tired of talking to people. You're really fucking bored of talking to people. You seriously think, listen, man. Like, I remember when I was working at this auction house, I remember, like, people would call, they'd be extremely upbeat, and yeah, I mean, I suppose you can just smell the inner salesman. It just pisses everyone off now, which is really good. I think it's good that everyone just immediately sends his salesman BS, but sometimes sometimes you just get the wrong fucking message. Somebody could actually have a really cool idea, but they're cold calling you and they've got that fucking smiley tone, and they just piss you off, so you just immediately disregard what they're saying. And it's sad, but that's just how everybody acts on the phone. I've cold called many people throughout other jobs that I've had, and 95% of the time people pick up the phone pissed off. You call them and you say, hi, how are you doing today? They're like, what do you want? They completely ignore your conversation and they say, who are you? What do you want? Personally, me, whenever I pick up the phone to a salesperson, I respectfully say, I'm good, thanks, I hope you're well. I'm afraid I'm not interested in upgrading my phone. Yes, I'm aware that this is a good offer. No, I'm really sorry, I'm not interested. Thank you, have a nice day. I mean, I'm sure rejection still hurts the same, but hurts a little bit less, I think, if you're being nice. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these boomers just get shitloads of sales calls because they sign up to all these fucking dodgy email lists and get their data sold or something. I don't get that many. It's very rare that I get a sales call. Oh, okay. Alright, you know what? Let's build this. I forgot how the fucking layout was. I've written it down somewhere. I've drawn it. Where's my drawing? But yeah, so it's been so the cold calls didn't really go well, but it's fine. It's not ideal. Oh yes. This is a change of plans. Oh no, it isn't. Well, I guess it's the top of the stairs, so this is now the new entrance. So we're changing it down a little bit. I'm gonna wall off this one. I like that. Interesting. Well, have these two, well, that doesn't really make sense, does it? How about this one and this one? What doors should I open up? Maybe just one. You don't need to, do you? Just one? Suppose I can always change it. I'd have to move a lot of chests though. I quite like the idea of... If I open up more, it will make it feel smaller. If I just have the one door and I need to get around there, then I have to go around here and it feel quite grand and big, but at the same time it's not convenient. Not sure. If you're watching, let me know in the comments. I doubt there's anybody watching at 24 minutes in, but I'm gonna block everything for now. That's my decision. More chests. Makes the room feel bigger. Boom. Yeah, so where was I? Yes, the cold calls didn't go well, but at least I can grow off them now. And oh shit. There you go. And yeah, after the cold calls, I went and made my food, my bolognese. When I got back in from training, I had soup, then I had more bread with the soup, more bread after that with Nutella, then the bolognese, lots of carbs. And as I mentioned the other day, I've been reading up on some things for focus, and a lot of people say carbs are the enemies of focus, which is quite interesting. And I always basically fucking have carbs in my system. So it'll be interesting to go on like a keto diet for focus. I don't care about fat loss. I'm quite lean and I'm quite happy with my body. But for that kind of, because apparently your body has to work quite hard to digest carbs, which I mean I can't really confirm or deny, but it makes sense. So I'm going to try and maybe have my carbs in the last quarter of the day instead of the first hour, and see how it goes. You know, I haven't really properly played around with my diet ever, really. I haven't really. Well, I mean, once I went a week without sugar, but I was even accidentally. I once tried to go a week without sugar, like no sugary cereals, no chocolate, and all that shit. And because I had a diabetes scare, I kept getting skin infections, and the doctor said it could be diabetes. It scared the fuck out of me. I stopped eating Nutella and all that shit. Um, and I realised when I stopped eating like sugar and processed sugar, I wasn't reading labels, but I was just using my what I thought was my common knowledge, which obviously failed me. And in this time of my week of trying no sugar, I got fucking huge. Because obviously I had the cravings for the sugar, but I just turned it off in my head. But I got huge cravings for um, baked beans, which is weird because I'm not really that excited over baked beans usually. And I was just knocking back baked beans off at least a can a day. And then I read that one day I was like, why am I fucking loving this so much? And then I read the can, and the can says that if you eat a full can of Heinz baked beans, that is 20% of your daily sugar intake. I didn't think that there was sugar in fucking beans, but there's so much. And that's when it dropped. I was like, oh my god, there's even sugar in bread. Actually, that's kind of common knowledge. I was kind of silly for that one. But then I realised, I heard that Heinz actually do a sugar, I mean, I don't think it's sugar free, but it's less sugar beans. And I tried them. And let me tell you, ladies and gents, they taste like fucking shit. There's a reason why it's caked in sugar. Because without it, it tastes like shit. It's such a fucking weird world we live in, guys. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done a proper dietary thing. I think I will. Um, but then again, famous words. I think I will do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna sort it out. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, but the carb stuff. I need to look into like a sort of breakfast and a lunch that I can look forward to. That doesn't have carbs, because I do look forward to breakfast tremendously. I love it. But then again, it goes back to, I've said this before, guys. It's like there's so much fucking information online. Oh, let's see if that worked. There's so much information online. You don't know what to follow. Oh, cool. There's nothing stuck here. Looks like it worked, man. Awesome, it worked. Now it really isn't that efficient, guys, is it? It's not that efficient. This is not going to be... I mean, I suppose if it's just chugging away quietly and I don't use too much paper, because I'm using this for the chisel and bits mod, it's not that good, is it? So each one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. I think I counted that wrong. Roughly 18. And I mean, it's farming, I'd say maybe 22-ish sugarcane. I mean, I don't know, I'll start a timer and do it for real. But yeah, it's not good. It's not great, is it? It just fits in. It looks fancy. I need more farms over here. I haven't figured out what yet. But this might not even quench my paper thirst. I might need another fucking farm. Damn. Might have to go underground. Shit, whatever. Um, if you've got any farms ideas here, guys, let me know. We've got lots of room. Well, not lots of room, but some. Fucking hell, we can be moving into this place soon. It's coming along. After the chest room, we can do the top bit, and that's where the house is. Boom. Lovely, lovely. So yeah, what the fuck was I on about? Yeah, sugar. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do less carbs, and or only carbs in the last part of the day, and then see how that helps to focus. And yeah, I'll report back to you guys. You know, you can use me as a little. I mean, yeah, everybody's body. I'm sure everybody's body reacts differently to things. But you know, yeah, these scientific studies, I'm getting quite tired of them because you know, there's so many studies out there that just that don't line up. You know, if one's true, the other one's false, and you don't know which one. Um, but yeah, don't worry, I'll be the guinea pig, guys, and you can follow along. But then again, everybody's body is different, and maybe your body goes into fucking super focus mode on carbohydrates. Maybe you don't know. But yeah, whatever. So yeah, gonna do that, and then after my bolognese, which is like my fucking let me think, maybe my third carb of the day. I oh, I also forgot to mention. I was just curious. The auction house that I'm referring properties to, for those of you who don't know, I used to work for them, and they fired me. I felt the dismissal was quite unfair. I mean, it wasn't completely unwarranted, but I felt that it was quite unfair, especially since I just bought a car for that job and I had no use for a car at all, apart from because they asked me to buy one, and they fired me a month after that, which is so gay. Um, I talk about the reason why I was fired in the New Year's Eve update, if anybody cares, but yeah, so I've never called them. I've emailed one of the directors, because one of the directors I really like. Um, the one director I really like, I emailed him when I referred the first property to him, and there was this one associate director that I never liked. He never liked me. He always, any opportunity where I slightly slipped up, he was always the first to fucking shout at me. He loved shouting at me. He's kind of a prick, and he's a fat cunt as well, honestly. Um, anyway, enough of the malicious stuff. That's not important to why I don't like it, but anyway, so I called the auction house because I wanted to know what the date was where they cut off accepting plots in for their upcoming auction in just over 2 weeks. And I called them, and I thought, oh, maybe one of the new employees will pick up or something. But no, the guy who picked up was the fucking cocksucker that fired me. And I immediately recognised his voice, immediately. And I think he recognised mine. I'm not sure if I'm hearing things, but I'm pretty sure he said thank you and then called me by my first name. Before I put the phone down, when I didn't obviously say my first name. Well, it felt like a prank call. It honestly felt like a prank call, but it wasn't. It was a perfectly legit call. It just felt weird calling your previous employers when they fired you. Um, but yeah, so I called that fucker, and he told me that they stop accepting properties next Thursday. So that means it's unlikely that I'll have any properties that I've referred in the next auction, which is a shame, but. I think I'm developing the way I work. Oh shit, is this too many? Yeah, this is way too many. I'm moving and I'm growing with the way that I work, albeit slowly for sure, definitely too slowly. But I am moving, and I think, you know, I think I've definitely made some good changes. I think. I haven't done anything crypto wise today. Admittedly, when I got back from training at first, I was a fucking mess. I just didn't do anything productive for about an hour, which I'm embarrassed to admit, but it's true. Oh no, where's the... Oh shit. I think I lost all my stripped logs. I think I fucking... Oh my god, I didn't need to do that. Fuck. I got all these chests here. Gotta chop more trees, boy. Okay, that's middle bit. Oh my god. Right, so it was 2, 3... I believe it was like this. 3... No, it can't have been. Fuck. I believe it was this. Was it that? Yeah. Bang. Nice. Oh my god, this is a long one today, boys. Oh shit. So yeah, today I drove to work. Drive was fine. I was pretty low on petrol. Stopped to get some polos. I always like to have fresh breath in this kind of thing. And the day was really quiet. It was surprisingly quiet for a Friday. I don't really know why, but it was. And yeah, it was fucking quiet. I had this one new trial girl that was shadowing me, and she took that term quite literally, and she followed me everywhere. One of the chefs, before she arrived, one of the chefs was in the smoking area with me whilst I was folding napkins. It's pretty weird because the chef's like fucking 40, right? And he goes, "This new girl is fit." And you know, I mean, obviously, I'm a 21-year-old boy. I was quite interested. And I was like, "Oh, fit. Okay, let me see her." Dude, she was okay. She was alright. Yeah, but this guy definitely oversold it a little bit. Not as pretty as the love of my life, who also works at the restaurant. But yeah, I don't think she got the job. That was her trial, and I don't think she got the job. She was lovely, but every time I asked her to do something, she just ignored me. And she didn't have like a shit attitude. She had quite a friendly, bubbly. Well, I don't know about bubbly, but she had a friendly, pleasant attitude. But whenever you told her something, she just didn't do it. And I was like, what? So if you don't understand, that's fine. But if I asked her to do something, she would just walk away and stand in the kitchen. And I just didn't understand. I was like, why are you doing that? I just asked you to clean the table and you left it. I asked you to prepare these napkins and you just left it. What are you doing? If you don't understand, or if you want me to go over how to show something again, please. And I think I was an alright teacher, because I know I'm so painfully familiar with how it is to have a fucking shit teacher or a shit like higher up in a workplace. I'm so familiar. So I tried to be chill. I was like, listen, hey, it's chill, you know, we just relax, you know. If you need me, if you have any questions, just ask me. It's very quiet, it's a perfect day to learn, you know, it's chill. And I don't know, maybe I got something wrong in the teaching rise and she didn't feel comfortable asking me anything. But yeah, because of those reasons, and the managers picked up as well, they're not calling her back because, yeah, she was just a bit crap, really. I need more wood. But yeah, so she left pretty early and carried on with it. You know, it was really quiet, as I've said already, and they probably didn't even need me. I was called in again as an emergency because that one girl burnt her face with the hot water, so she's never coming back. And so they needed me instead. It was just fucking dead. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't the end of the world that I went there. The shift came and went, chatting away with the kitchen, you know, doing my stuff. My future wife wasn't there today, and that always made shit more boring. But I was expecting that anyway. I wasn't expecting her to be there, so it wasn't like a nasty surprise. Nasty surprise. Listen to me, I'm so dramatic. But yeah, it was fine. At the end of the day, the last table stayed for fucking way longer than they were welcome, which was gay, and had an espresso just to keep me going, and it's finally wearing off now. It's about 2:30 in the morning. I'm feeling sleepy, and that is probably the biggest oak tree I've ever seen. I think I might just leave that. No, I'm not leaving that. But yeah, so I had a little chat with the guys outside. Drove home. I needed to stop at a petrol station for a bit, and I pulled up to this 24/7 petrol station, and then the people that actually I was just working with pulled up straight behind me too, and turned out it wasn't 24/7. The guy was like, "Yeah, we're closing for 20 minutes." I was like, "What do you mean?" And he stood there by the till. It was fucking so gay. He just stood there by the till doing some like receipt work, and I was like, "Dude, can you just turn the till on? Just turn the fucking pumps on." Because they need to turn it on from the inside. Just push the button, turn it on, and accept my payment, man. Why do I have to wait for you? Oh, my Alexa just went off, scared the shit out of me. I'm home alone. I'm home alone right now, and I just hear a fucking lady's voice robot. Oh my god. Yeah, so I was like, it was so annoying. Like, mate, just fucking take my fucking payment. We were sitting there for 20 minutes because if I continued driving, I might break down. So I had to stay. And there was other people pulling up and they were losing their shit at this guy. I mean, we were still pretty chill, but he was fucking... Oh my god. See, after waiting 20 minutes for him to do his maths, oh no. What happens to that now? What happens to that, like, that fucking beehive? Because after waiting 20 minutes for this fucker to do his maths, he finally lets us in, pay for the fucking petrol and leave. Drove home, got in. I really didn't know. I felt hungry, but I was like, what do I eat? I've eaten shit today. I've eaten carbs. I've eaten fucking sugar shit. What do I eat? So I had some cereal, which really didn't answer the question properly. It's just more shit. But when I got in, my dad's girlfriend's daughter, who I should mention as well, my dad and his girlfriend have just gone for a little holiday. They've gone, I don't know, to some they've gone on a little long drive to some place to sleep over, and that leaves me home alone with his daughter, who I think she's gone somewhere else tonight, but she's left the kitchen in a fucking mess. She never cleans up after herself. Her mum always just does her cleaning. It's pretty annoying. Because she's literally left all this mess, then left me home alone with all her mess. It's just fucking so disrespectful. But yeah, I didn't really expect any different. It's just annoying. But yeah, so came home, Cheerios, YouTube, and now here I am doing an extremely long video for some reason. I don't know why it's been so long, but yeah, that's it. And roll on tomorrow. Oh yeah, I also got told that the girl who I really, really, really like is going to be doing an emergency shift tomorrow, as well as Sunday. So, lucky me, 2 days in a row. Soon I'll have to make my move because everybody's leaving soon, so I have to say something because that puts a time on it. Which I'm actually quite happy there's a time on it. Otherwise, I'd take forever. But yeah, that's it, guys.